How was everyone's weekend? Reggie, anything fun? Anything to report?
Oh, man. Yeah, you know, I met some new people.
Did you?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
In a COVID-safe environment?
Yeah.
How?
I met.
Where?
I was,
Who are these people you speak of?
I'll tell you what. I was driving down the street, you know, and I see this like a lovely young lady in very nice, very large corduroy pants, and I stop off, I get out of the car, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of weird, but then she kind of recognized me. Anyways, we hit it off, went for a walk around the block. She's absolutely fantastic.
Hang on. All right, I don't know if you're being serious or not.
I am.
I don't know if you genuinely met someone, so I don't want to offend them with the joke I might tell.
No. Go ahead. It's real. Go ahead. It happened.
Are you certain she wasn't a prostitute? Because I think what you just described is what someone tells a police officer when they get caught with a prostitute.
Right. Well, I mean, she did ask. I mean, I did pay her, but the thing is, like, but I was just doing it out of generosity.
No,
she never asked.
Seriously, you're driving down the road, you see someone in corduroy pants, you think she looks fun, I'll talk to her from a safe distance. Yeah,
we go into a Swedish sock store, and then we just like walked around the block, and she ended up knowing a bunch of my friends, and she's a musician, and she was really cool.
I mean, only Reggie Watts. That's more interesting than anything I did this weekend. So the most interesting thing I found out this weekend...
What?
Where the word Twix comes from. True story.
What?
The Twix comes from the guy who was pitching it. They were originally...
What?
They were originally called Twin Sticks. And someone said we should call it a Twix, and there we go. And that is how different our lives are.
Oh, my God. Congratulations.
Well, Los Angeles is a buzz because it's getting exciting. After winning last night, the Dodgers are now 1 game away from winning the World Series.
What?
Yeah. 1 game away. Go Dodgers. Go Dodgers. Between the Lakers and what's happening in the Dodgers, it's been amazing watching people in Los Angeles not know which bandwagon to jump on. Did you catch the Dodgers game, Ian?
I was gonna watch it, and then this guy jumped out of his car and took me to a sock store.
Ian.
I like baseball when it gets into this point now, because it's getting exciting. Mostly if I watch baseball, I feel like I'm watching a group of people I don't know have a picnic. You know, but now I'm into it. I'm told this would be the Dodgers' first World Series win since 1988. It was a different world back then. In 1988, a former celebrity was president, there was a Batman movie in production, and Lenny Kravitz was one of the hottest men alive. How times change. This is true. You know what song was #1 in the charts in October of 1988? Bobby McFerrin's Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Wow.
Good advice for 1988, virtually impossible for 2020. Of course, the election is just a week away, so President Trump spent the weekend on the campaign trail where he visited an apple orchard and, as most presidents do, signed a pumpkin. Who signs a pumpkin? And secondly, who signs a pumpkin horizontally? That's not how a pumpkin stands up. If you're wondering why Vice President Mike Pence wasn't there, it's because many of the gourds at the orchard were shaped like this. And he considers that deeply offensive. Then last night, the President and the First Lady hosted young children at the White House for trick-or-treating. And a couple of kids really caught their attention because they were dressed as Donald and Melania. Here they are here. Look at that. Melania was like, oh, they're pretending to be a real husband and wife, just like us. You have to admit, the little Donald is very accurate. The hair, the red tie, the fact that neither of them have ever paid taxes. Even Jared Kushner got into the spirit of Halloween, dressing up like a vampire, as he does every day. And did you guys see this? 5 members of Vice President Mike Pence's team, including his chief of staff, have now tested positive for coronavirus. So let's get this straight. Mike Pence has a team. We wish them all a speedy recovery, of course we do, both from the virus and from thinking it was ever a good idea to work for Mike Pence. Despite all of this, Pence himself still has not tested positive, because even the virus isn't interested in Mike Pence. Although, imagine being that fly now. All his mates are like, buddy, you should get a test. He's like, it was weeks ago, I've had no symptoms. They're like, bro, you were on there for a long time. Meanwhile, while appearing on CNN yesterday, Trump's chief of staff, Mark Meadows, seemed to imply that the White House has lost hope of controlling the coronavirus. Have a look.
So here's what we have to do. We're not going to control the pandemic. We are going to control the fact that we get vaccines, therapeutics, and other mitigation
Why aren't we going to get control of the pandemic?
Because it is a contagious virus, just like the flu.
Yeah, but why not make efforts to contain it?
We're not going to control it. You've got to say, fantastic job so far. Let's get this straight. He's saying we're not going to do what any other countries have done successfully. We're going to not do that. Trump, meanwhile, doesn't seem to be responding well to criticism of how he's handled the pandemic. This morning, he went to Twitter and he wrote, the fake news media is riding COVID, COVID, COVID all the way to the election. Losers. Yeah, how dare the news media cover the biggest story of this century? It is weird when you think about it that we're all preoccupied with this super contagious, deadly virus spreading rapidly across the country. It's like, come on, get a life, guys. Isn't that right, studio audience? COVID, COVID, COVID. It sounds like Mike Pence asking about his staff. Where's Bob today? COVID. What about Jenna? COVID. What about COVID? Okay. And finally, we wanted to show you this. A woman ordered a gremlin cake for her son's birthday. But when the cake arrived, it did not look like the photo on the website. Here's the cake that she wanted, and here's what she got. That's like me when I turn off the Zoom filter. As someone who once had a cake made of themselves that looked like this, I just want to say I get it. I do. Now that I think about it, this might be the best visual summation of the year 2020. How it started and how it's going.